how to inspire and motivate others as a leader. I've been a coach for over 30 years. I've both lived it and coached on it. And I'm going to go through and tell you 7 specific steps on how to do that. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, to our partners, the world changes. All right, so if you're a leader or you're helping other leaders or helping somebody become a leader and you want them to help them become more motivational, how is it that we can get them to inspire others? Well, we're going to go through 7 specific steps that help this, and I've seen this over and over and over and over again. Now, the first one is going to seem silly, but it's really important. The senior leader needs to be crystal clear on the vision of where is the organization going. Where is the team as a group going? And it's investing the time and energy to have a very simple vision of that. The reality is most organizations, most teams keep succeeding. They kind of go here because they could, and they bounce over here because there was an opportunity. They bounce back and forth and back and forth. But the really great, inspired leaders go someplace because they define that's where they want to go. I was recently out in LA, and we were out at Hawthorne at SpaceX, and I love the idea that when you go into SpaceX, there are 2 giant visions of Mars. One as it sits today, uninhabited, and one, as Elon Musk sees it, inhabited. Now, whether you love him or hate him, it doesn't really matter. The point is that is a very clear vision. That is a very clear why. And why are people coming to do that? Because they want to make the humans interplanetary species. So that's the first thing. The second thing is being crystal clear on how the members of your team are creating the opportunity, or how are they going to empower that success to happen? How are they going to help achieve that vision? And making sure that you as the leader have been clear on how they're contributing to that. When you're clear on your vision, and you can be crystal clear on how the members of your team are contributing to achieve that and help contribute to achieve that vision, you're going to attract the right people, and it's going to inspire them. Because then once it's clear for them, ideally they're better at it than you would be, and it's going to inspire them to say, no, I really want to step up. I want to own this. Now, the third thing, this is more of an interpersonal component, is your ability to be present. I feel that the greatest gift we can give anyone, including our own selves, whether it's at home or in the office or whatever it is to be incredibly present with people. If you're multitasking, you're really being ineffective at what you're doing. Every study suggests that, or proves it. But if you can be there, and when you're working with people, how can you inspire them to truly listen and connect with them? Look into their eyes, look into their soul, and genuinely be there. You're going to be able to get more done, but you're also helping them understand that what they're saying to you is really important, and you want to be critical. It's also going to cut out any bullshit. You're not going to be around, you're not going to have that bandwidth or energy to not put up with people who aren't there, who you don't value. But when you're present, you have to tell people fewer times, it's clearer, you communicate better. It's going to help empower you to be much better at communication. The fourth thing is stay cool. The senior leader, he or she is not allowed to lose their cool. Unfortunately, I quote I'm an old guy, so I quote a movie from the 60s called Cool Hand Luke, but basically it was Robert Redford, who under no circumstances, and he walked into all stupid things, he never lost his cool. You are never, ever allowed to lose your cool in front of your people. You want to inspire them. You're the one who, when the world blows up, something bad happens, you take a step back. Maybe inside your head's exploding, but you take a breath, say, okay, and be able to navigate and be the steady person that can help lead the entire team through those. Doesn't mean you're not going to go, okay, well, we got a problem. All right, let's get all hands on deck. How is it we can pull this together? How can we get everybody coming together to define what it is we need to do? Be curious, but help rise above it. But that, more than anything, is when you can't go into reactionary mode. You've got to be proactive, and to do that, you've got to be cool. You got to step back. All right, the next step is you've got to be able to hold yourself accountable. Because when you hold yourself accountable, and you show others, and you give others even permission to help hold you accountable, you're going to inspire them to say, these are the expectations that I have, not just for me, but for you as well. When you start to hold people accountable consistently and even ruthlessly, but with compassion, you're going to elevate the right people. The right people, you're going to pull the most out of them that's possible. But if you don't hold people accountable, you're going to empower them to fail. We want to empower people the right people to, hey, say, man, this is great. And they'll step up. And if they're not the right people, you're going to help empower them to step out and find a different place. But as you do this, it's going to inspire and motivate them in great ways. The next piece is going to be make sure that you're modeling the behaviors that you want others to have. And a lot of times this may come in whether it be in the form of humility, in the form of asking questions, in the form of being present, in the form of not solving problems, but helping people to learn how to solve problems. It's what are the behaviors you're looking to drive? When you start to consider what are those behaviors, those outcomes that you want, man, that's one of the key things. That key thing, that helps you. And you say, all right, well, am I truly living that? Am I modeling that? And as you model those steps, that humility, that trust, that ruthless but compassionate accountability, those will start driving behaviors that will motivate others in massive, wonderful ways. And then the last thing, and this sounds silly, but is to have fun. It is so easy to forget that people are always driving for the bottom line, whether it be for a board or for the shareholders or the stock price, or they're concerned about these things. But you know, we live in an era where it's pretty hard to have an extinction event, especially if you're in the United States. I'm not saying you can't hit hard times, but there's nothing that is so pressing that you can't step back and have a little bit of fun. Now, it doesn't mean it's always fun, but don't forget to laugh, don't forget to smile, don't forget to have fun. When you start to do these things combined together, you're going to learn how to motivate people in amazing and beautiful ways. So, 7 things. Clear vision. Make sure you know in a simplified version and repeat it a lot to everybody so they know where you're going. The second is clarity on how that team and how the individuals on the team are contributing to the success and what is their vision for their teams. Third, be present. Best gift you can give yourself or anybody else. Fourth, always stay cool. Right on, Fonzie, stay cool. Hold yourself and others accountable. Model the behaviors you're looking to live, and have fun. So ideally you found some value with this. If you did, and you're looking for more of a holistic approach and you have some questions, you're always welcome to go to our site, lifeon-yourterms.com. And if you have any questions, leave them here, subscribe to the channel. Anything we can do to help. Keep smiling.